Hello everyone, it's another Throwback Thursday, and today I'm going to be sharing two books that are kind of similar. The Old Book of Magic by DeLawrence and The Secret Lore of Magic by Shah. Now this one is really hard to find in its early edition, but fortunately this is on Amazon if anyone is interested. This is obviously the newer edition. Let's see. Well, I'm not sure when it first came out. I think it came out in the 50s or something originally. I know it was around in the 70s, that much I know, but I know it says copyright design 1980, or no, excuse me, first published in 1957, so I was correct. Yes, it's from the 50s. And then this edition is 2016. So, but yes, it is worth something if you can get the first edition. It is definitely worth something. And it's called The Secret Lore of Magic. And it's basically a compilation of a few grimoires. It's got some Albertus Magnus grimoire. It's got Grimoire Vera and stuff. And then it's got the Grimoire of Honorius the Great. Now, the Honorius grimoire has caused some confusion over the years. There are two different Honorius grimoires. And one of them was supposedly written by a pope, and the other one was not written by Pope Honorius. It was more of a forgery for black magic. And this is that one. This is a very black book. And it's actually because of that. That's one of the reasons why I like this book. It's a good book if you don't feel like spending money on every single grimoire. So there's some natural remedies with the Albertus Magnus one. I do have a copy of Albertus Magnus in my collection, but it deals mostly with curing things, particularly livestock, health issues, things like that. My favorite edition of the True Grimoire is actually the Jake Stratton-Kent version, but and as we covered when I did the last video about Pacts with the Devil, that's also in there as well. So, but this is a really good starter book if you want a good overview on magic in general. It's kind of also similar to the Book of Black Magic, which I will probably dive into in another video. It is still in print, the Book of Black Magic. And that has some Honorius stuff in it as well. In fact, you know what? Let me go get that while we're on the subject here. I think I have it sitting here somewhere. Let's see. Yes. So, yes. It is kind of similar to this one as well. This one is in print. It's been in print forever. This is a earlier version. I think this is a 90s cover. But it's also similar to his Book of Ceremonial Magic by author Edward Waite. And very similar to this book over here. It's got pretty much the same grimoires, except it's missing the Albertus Magnus. But of course, it's got the talismans in it, Honorius stuff, Can of Glory stuff. He does a pretty good job with the overview. Gives good explanation on things. So this is a compilation of more of like the blackest grimoires that he really goes into. So Honorius there once again. How to do circles. So yeah, Lesser Key of Solomon, Grimoire Viewer, Grand Grimoire, Black Poet, of course, which is pretty dark stuff. Yeah, I recommend this book also, but it really, this is a good one too if you just want a overview of various grimoires, including some of like the Red Dragon, Rouge, all that stuff. Grand Grimoire stuff. The Grand Cabal there, which is the taking the black chicken to a crossroad, killing it, and then summoning a demon, which really could be Ishu, honestly, if we want to look into this through the lens of Pampanda. Even looks like one of them making a pact with him. That is also in that Saint Cyprian book as well. And then we have the DeLawrence one. So this book is incredibly hard to get. This was a special edition that was re-released sometime. This book really originally dates back to 1918. And as you can see, it's a limited copy. And for those of you who don't know anything about DeLawrence, he spent much of his life basically bootlegging other people's stuff. He really didn't write his own material. You figure it out pretty quick when you actually look into this guy's stuff. For example, I actually bought this book called The Book of Hindu Magic by him, and it really just turned out to be his version of the Magnus book, I think it's called. Although I have to say the spelling of the word, the grammar in his version is much better, but, and obviously it's a cooler copy, but, basically what he did was he copied and pasted other people's work and, put illustrations in it to spice it up, pretty much. His books are worth a lot, though, if you can find them. There are nice editions. But famously, he released his own version of the Lesser Key of Solomon, the Goetia, the Book of Evil Spirits. But before he released that, author Edward Waite supposedly released his version. So, as you can see, the illustrations are really nice in this. I paid like $100 and something for this book, which is actually pretty cheap considering it's long out of print. And if you do find an original, it's going for like way into the thousands now, honestly. So it's not a bad edition. The pages obviously look like it was basically just printed from a PDF in many ways, but it is a nice edition for the most part. You know, the binding could be a little bit better on it, but it is what it is. I mean, it didn't come with a jacket. It's, you know, it's already rubbing off there. So, yeah, anyway. So, yes, I have that, The Great Book of Magical Art, Hindu Magic, and East Indian Occultism. Literally, all of these books that he released are literally just versions of other people's books. And you can tell this was a PDF or something, but really, despite the flaws, it is a nice, clean copy, at least. That I mean, this book is so rare that, to tell you the truth, it's worth it, honestly. Whatever edition you can get, the illustrations are really awesome in that. The Spirit of a Suicide. So, yeah. Chanting a bullet. Manifestation from the spirit world. Yeah. Yeah, he does a really good job. At least making it look decent. Definitely. So, but yes, I have quite a few of his books, actually. His books, supposedly. You know, what it's worth. I have the Book of Evil Spirits, the grimoire, the Goetia that he released, and the Hindu book, of course. I also have something about possession and exorcism type of stuff, which I'm sure is ripped off of some other material. But yeah, they're all good books. This one's going to be the easiest to find. They even have this in Barnes and Nobles now, I believe. So, but yeah. Hey, Jerry. Yeah. So, yes, if you like this, please like and subscribe. Thank you.